After about the age of 6, a child starts to realise that there are other children in the class that are understanding what's going on. And they're seeing other children writing and answering questions, and that must be very, very demoralising. It's not just that they can't read, but they can't access the rest of the curriculum, and they get further behind. Whereas if we catch them now, before they know they're failing, and away they go, and it's much easier to do it, which is why reading recovery starts at the age we do.
We followed 2 Year 1 children for 20 weeks. Reshmi seemed to have little confidence.
Compared to the other children, she was behind with a lot of areas. Phonics, there were hearing and recording sounds in words, there were knowing words out of context. There were lots of areas where she was well below.
Over the next few months, Reshmi will spend half an hour with Judith every single school day.
Ready? You join in where you can. I rode to the zoo to send me a pet. They sent me an elephant. He was too
big. I sent him back.
The first 10 days of the Reading Recovery Programme are a time for me to get to know exactly where this child is at, and for her to feel at home with me and to show me exactly what she can do. Reshmi, you wrote zoo all on your own. Clever girl. Down, up, over, R. What else can you think of that begins with R?
Rabbit.
Rabbit? What else?
Rose.
Rabbit.
Reshmi.
Let's have a go. Can we write Berthin here? Off you go.
Berthin's the same age, but doesn't speak much English at home. She's happy and confident, but Karen has to work out what she can actually do.
Can we do a small B? A little B? That's like as a P. Can use this. That's my girl. Let me show you. Let me try to. Down, up, round. Down, up, round. B. You try it. There's many letters that she doesn't know, and there's many sounds that she doesn't know. So to be able to read, you have to know sounds to help you to read a word, to read the word off the page. And she's not able to do that. All right, each peach, pear, plum. Can you help me read this? Let's go.
Peach, pear, plum.
Plum. Tom, thumb, in the cupboard. I spy Mother Hubbard. There he is. She thinks she's reading. She knows that if she points and she can uses directionality, she thinks she is reading the story. But she's not actually reading the words that are in front of her.
3 weeks later, Reshmi's already more confident. Judith keeps careful track of her progress.
10, shouted Dad. Here I come. Dad looked in the books. I can see you, James.
I'm looking to see if she's looking at print. I'm looking to see if she's looking at the beginnings of words, at the ends of words. I'm looking to see if she's hearing what she's saying, hearing whether it's correct, and if it's incorrect, what's she doing about it? Is she leaving it? Is she going back and changing it?
Where is my pirate hat? He said.
Where is my pirate hat? But does it look right? Where is my pirate hat? No, what does it say?
Where is my hat?
And what did you do when you saw that pirate wasn't there?
I changed it.
You changed it. Good girl. Well done.
There's the camera people here.
Berthin and Karen have been working hard too.
I see a bee and a butterfly and C
And a
bird.
And she's listening more to the sounds within a word And that's the purpose of the sound buttons. As she hears a different sound and she's pushing the buttons, d, a, d, and hearing the three different sounds. D, a, d, dad. Another D. Nice to hear her saying, oh, that's a D, and that's an A, and that's a D at the end. So she can distinguish it. She can distinguish the different sounds.
We like fish, said the
Lobsters.
lobster. And this is the way we catch them. I like fish, said the crocodile.
That's a big shark, said the shark. She's almost doing a lot of that from memory. She's not attending to the initial sound of a word. She's not always matching what she says with the print in front of her. So I have to teach her to pay attention. Does that look right? Does it match the sound?
I like fish, said the shark.
Crocodile.
And this is the way I catch them.
It's 10 weeks on in the schedule, but Burfin's missed a lot of sessions.
Not only did Burfin have the Christmas gap, but she then had tonsillitis. And sometimes we have to go back levels, go back over things, find the comfort zone before we can then move back on again. Does it look right? Oh, I like the way you've changed that. Check them again. Look closely. Ad. Okay, we're just going to move this round like that. All right, read it with your finger. Had. Okay, make it again. It's just making her more aware that the words are made up of letters, and letters which are also sounds, and by just changing some of those letters, just one or two, she can make a different word. Hid. What does it say?
Hid.
Right, read it again with your finger.
Hid.
Hid. The greedy. She's not consistently following the printed word. She often grasps what's going on in the story and will say words that she thinks might fit.
Granddad said Spotty is going fatter.
What does that say? Spotty is...
Granddad said Spotty is fat, going
Getting fat.
But Reshmi's already working at quite a high level.
Listen to the words rain, rail, fail, and fair. Do they all sound the same? What sounds the same? Can you tell?
Them three sound the same, but it's not fair.
Yes, it doesn't sound the same, and yet it's still got the same middle, hasn't it? It's still got the AI. Good girl for noticing that. Well done.
Dad said I will have to hop it down. Dad said I will have to
You're doing very well. Good girl. You've missed it out, and you haven't got it. What else could you do now, Rashmi? Is it a long word with different parts in it? No, it isn't. It's a little word. So what could you try?
to sound
You could. Let's try it then. I will have to hose it down. Dad hasn't got the hose there, but here he's got the hose. Have you seen people hosing the garden when it's very dry in the summer?
No.
Spraying them. This is the hose pipe, and the water comes out in a spray.
see in telly, Dad.
Have you seen it on telly? That's the hose. He says, I will have to hose it down.
Daisy said saw a fluffy coat. I like it, said Lucy. I like it too, said Mum. But it's too little.
Try that again.
But it's too little.
Berfen has sort of plateaued, and I thought, how can I move her on? And so it's been a tricky one. She comes towards, and the print sort of faces her.
Little dinosaur looked at it. He liked it
He liked,
to
with dragonflies, he liked to.
eat.
Children have certain things that block their learning. And for children like Berfen, for whom English is not the first language, they're not quite understanding what all the words are, and then perhaps not understanding the whole story properly. It's a very
bad.
a very lucky day.
No bad day.
Oh no, well, it could have been bad. You're right, it could have been bad if the big dinosaur had caught him. But he got away, didn't he? I bet he's in that hole going, whew. Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. He's going to do coffee.
He's going to have a bit of coffee now.
Yeah.
I think he might relax. You never know. He might
sleep.
do. She often says to me, I don't know that in English, but I tell you the Turkish for that. But I think she will come through it. She's a hard worker, and she's got such a love of books. And she's thrilled when she sees analogies and connections. Berfen sees herself as a reader.
Teachers plan for 100 sessions, but Reshmi will finish early.
A bear lives on the land. Some animals have fur to keep them warm. A sea otter has fur.
She's on lesson 70 now. Tomorrow will be her last day. She was a shy child who lacked confidence with reading, so she didn't think that she was a reader. She didn't know what to do to help herself, and that's what we have taught her. And then as the child grows in confidence and in ability, you try and move away, ready for when you are never with the child. When you take a child onto reading recovery, they're behind their peer group. It's no use making normal progress because they'll still be behind. They've got to make this faster progress, and she has. She is in the top group for reading and writing, but there are other children who are doing as well as, and some better than her. But I feel confident that she will continue to progress now.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man, he said to the horse.
What a lovely long sentence. Wow. And all those added bits too. Good girl. Apostrophes and speech marks. Well done. Bye-bye, sweetheart. See you tomorrow. Oh, Reshmi! A pleasure, darling. Bye-bye.